30-minute fucking video just now. You see how it's about to die? Bro, I filmed this fucking video for 30 minutes. It was alive. It was alive. And it's fucking gone because I fucking the stupid fucking mic wasn't even plugged in. Bro, I fucking yo, this is so annoying. So I'm gonna say the same shit. Like, dude, I'm fucking annoyed. Dude, I'm so fucking annoyed right now. I just filmed this for 30 fucking minutes, and this stupid fucking shit wasn't even plugged in. Bro, like, there's so much nuance to what I have to say. Like, and like half an hour of filming just like gone. Alright, so you know what? Let's get started. To the boys in Ireland, to all you guys, the good lads in Ireland, bravo, I salute you from America. And I want to say good job from the bullshit that happened a few weeks ago with the migrant and like, let me not get this out of the fucking way. Alright, whatever. Yeah, bravo. We need more of that. We see too many people dying to radical Middle Easterners and non-Europeans in Europe, and it's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous at this point. 45 million in about 20 years. Those are the numbers, 45 million. And obviously the biggest problem is illegals, and like I'm just so annoyed right now because I worded everything so good because this is such a touchy subject, and I'm just upset. I'm very upset. So now I'm gonna like rush things and like not get my true points off. It's just very annoying. Sorry guys. Fuck. God damn it. Like, come on. I hate when this fucking stupid mic. I spent $100 on a new mic and that shit sounds like ass. I have like 4 streams that I took so much time and energy to make, and it just sounds like shit. And this now this is about to die. Like, I'll come. The receiver's about to die. Like, give me a fucking break. Sorry guys. Yeah. So, like, I can't even film this like how I want to because it's gonna die and I can't fucking focus. I filmed for half an hour, ready. I was all good, and and it just got fucked up. But you know, we march on. I need to see this receiver because if it dies, I'm going to fucking flip shit. Could just please, just like, we good? All right, we good. All right, nice. So if it dies, I'll just talk from my phone. Not a big deal. But bravo to the lads in Europe who are, I'm gonna fucking rip this out of its fucking hole. Who are doing something, from this invasion. 45 million is a lot of people, a lot of which are good people. I think by far, not even I think, I know that the biggest issues are, the criminals, which are substantially, more in illegals, I would assume, you know? And it's just like, by the way, with the thumbnail, I see I already said all this stuff in my live stream before, and now I'm afraid I won't word it as good, because I don't want to offend, like, good-meaning people who just so happen to be Muslim or Jewish or anything like that. Yeah, that's not aimed at you, right? Please understand that I'm a nuanced person, and that's just how I am, and you have to put yourself in my shoes. And, like, for example, like, I've made many videos about Islam. I know I'm not one of those, like, yeah, fuck Palestine, like one of those, like, hillbilly. Like, I'm really not. Like, you know me. You know how I'm nuanced and how I, put myself in other people's shoes with with the stuff that I talk about and what I criticize. And I just want to come on here and stand up with my brothers in Europe and all over the world. You know, it's like I've had so many good points in the video I just made. Oh damn! And like I can't, like, now. Of course, as soon as I stopped the stream, I saw red, and like, it's like, come on, like, god damn, dude. You know. It's like, but anyway, like I was saying, like white countries, right? If you're black and you're African, and you're like, I want to be black and African, and I don't want like, even with Nigerians who are getting oppressed and killed by the thousands and thousands, um, by the Islamists, right? The radical Islam, uh, whole crowd over in Africa, and you see them going migrating to South Africa, and the blacks in South Africa are like fighting. If you've seen the videos, like I think 2 months ago, it was like trending for me all over my For You page, and they were like, "We don't fucking want you here." Like they, and it's like, damn, like not even like. Or then I Show Speed went on his world tour, and he went to Africa, to Northern Africa, and they were the most racist to him. And it's crazy because it's like not even blacks in Africa. Like they're like, we love Africa. Meanwhile, they hate you the most. It's like, it's crazy how like whites always get blamed for this stuff, and it's like, well, you guys do it too. You know, you can have in China, like they took off Black Panther, I think in the Avengers Infinity War cover because they didn't want him. You know, they didn't want a black guy because that wouldn't go well with their audience, and it's just fucking crazy because white people are always getting blamed, you know. And in the 1200s and the 1300s, France and Spain, uh, they got rid of slavery, right? The Arab slave trade lasted from Muhammad, the prophet, fake prophet, to, and I made many videos about this, you know, to Tom and Jerry. And it's fucking ridiculous how, again, whites always get blamed for this shit. Dubai was built off of Indian and African slaves. Uh, there are many videos talking about this. Please, everything's about to die right now. I'm so annoyed, dude. Like, I'm trying here. God damn it. It's just so annoying how I have to, like, squeeze everything out right now when I... Maybe it's for the better because I'm like, just, like, banging through everything. All my talking points, you know? Again, with thumbnails like this, like, I'll like and repost a lot of stuff online that, like, seem like... that are pretty, like, radical. Not even, like, good points or, like, debates or... Like Paul Miller, right? For example, I like Gypsy Crusader as a person. Yeah, he is pretty extreme, even for me, right? And coming from someone who wants all the, like, you know, the fucking foreigners out of Europe, like, go the fuck home, you know? And we know who's opening the gates. I don't want to say what type of people they are. It's a J, you know? And, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I'm just so annoyed. I had such, like, a good, like, a nuanced position, and now I can't even say what I wanted to say. But yeah, like I said, I think I'm, pretty well within my right to talk about, like you guys know, I know a lot about Islam and stuff like that. You guys know my positions and perspective, and I've had many debates, and I've discoursed with them many times, a lot of Muslims, and same with the Jews, like, right, like, oh, fuck, I said it, I said the word. I don't know if I'm gonna get, like, penalized for it now on YouTube. So be it, you know, so be it. And yeah, like I said, it's only the bad ones, which again are much more, like, disproportionately, you know, occurring. You know what I mean? But again, like with Europe, right? It's like it's the same thing as Gaza. It's like I hate to see, you know, like civilization, humans, like peoples, die and be oppressed, right? And like the British grape inquiry that came out this month, right? Like Rupert Lau and all that stuff, and Restore Britain. It's um, like I was like talking to my friends about it. Like one of my friends was like, that's anti-Muslim propaganda, and I'm like, it definitely isn't. And like my other friend was saying like he was like in the middle, kind of like he was like like saying, like, you know, what it was about, and then I was like, I really want to prove that this isn't like, I'm gonna stand for my people and stand for what's right and stand for the oppressed. So I did my research because my point of view was that, yeah, there is a problem in Europe going on, especially with foreigners. Out of the 250,000, right? The attackers, 49 were Pakistan, 10%, 49% Pakistan, of 250,000 young British girls. 10% was Bangladesh, 2% was Turkish, 2% was Somalian, 7% was Indian, and it's just like other 22% was like some other like it was like non-disclosed yet or whatever. And it's just crazy. Like there is clearly a foreign issue in Europe, and it's funny how um like France, even like in World War II, right? They weren't doing much, and they're getting hit the most right now. Japan too. Japan was a part of the. Germany can't even have their own military. I don't even think, or something like they have to be like watched by the EU with everything that they do, because they're not trustworthy. And isn't that kind of racist? Like we're like there's like a whole new set of German people, especially like all of them are under like you know what I mean? Like that was 80 something years ago, 81 years ago. World War II ended, and they still can't have their way of life. Are you fucking kidding me? Right? No one talks about the ethnic genocide that happened after World War II on on German people, the millions of people. No one talks about that, you know. Like there's so much like stuff like and oppression in like Europe and with you know whites and all that stuff. It's like again, if you're Asian, like I'm Asian and I'm proud to be Asian, and I want my kids to look like me and be like me and talk like me and think like me, and have believe in the same values and good for you. I'm black and I think the same thing. I want my kids to look like me and think like me and talk like me. Good for you. I'm white and I'm proud of it. And then your heart sinks. It's just like insane. It's like insane what is happening. How it's clear. And then you think in like movies, it's like, well, how did these people like how did the people fall to Palpatine? Like how they not realize? Like how they not? And it's like the same people will say that, and they'll be like, you know, like, oh, we need more refugees. All right, so that just died. Anyway, oh shit. But yeah, it's like, okay, so why are 80% of refugees men? It's like, where are the women and children? You know, the ones who need it the most. Like, it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, I think in a perfect world, you have everyone living in their own spot, and not just like, again, like you have like the right and the left, when it comes to like military, for example. Why are we invading Venezuela? Why? Leave them alone. Why are we invading Gaza? Like they're getting fucking killed. Like leave them alone. Like why are we funding this war? Why are we losing our own boys to fight these pointless wars against other innocent people? Why did we kill 1.2 or 3 million Iraqis for no reason? And then you have the other side, and it's just like, let 5 trillion foreigners in. And it's just like, both of you are fucking stupid. And the only thing that we cannot have is the 4-letter word. It's a city, and it's on the Italian peninsula. 4-letter word. It starts with R, and that we can have any other answer except that. We can have any other answer except that. That is like what I'm saying. You know? Because a lot of you don't know, but the Jays, the Brazilians, the people in the thumbnail, are operatives to the people in the Italian peninsula. They're operatives. Like, right? They're not actually the people in charge. And all of this stuff is in is allegedly and is in GTA. All that stuff I just said is in GTA. And that's alleged. So could this fucking shit charge? Like god damn it, dude. This is fucking annoying. I fucking filmed this video, everything's dying, my phone's fucking dying. Like god damn, dude. It's like the ghost of Schmeckel past that doesn't want me to make this video. You know? But yeah, like I said, I don't want to like single out any people, right? Like if you're a good person, then you're a good person. I'm very individualistic. You'll have people on the left a lot of the time being like, well, white countries deserve it. And it's like, well, why? It's well, their ancestors did it. And it's like, well, there's like 5 different things wrong with that, bitch. First off, why are you fighting fire with fire? Like, you're against it, but you want it to happen? Like, it's fucking stupid. Right? And then it's like, so okay, number one. Number two, you're gonna tell that British girl, like, hey, I know you're getting murdered out there, but we're gonna need to bring 500,000 more Somalis in by 2031. So, sorry. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking so stupid. Like, people are dumb. People are so dumb. Like, no wonder why. You guys are really goy. Like, you guys are fucking goyim. You guys are so stupid. Falling for the bullshit. It's like, can you not fucking see how they sway you one way and you go back the other? It's just so stupid, dude. Alright, so this fucking shit might be good. You know? But like, my perspective is that if there aren't people like me, like, pushing this stuff out, like stopping the bullshit, especially in Europe and Australia, America, Canada, it's like we're gonna be over. It's over. You know? The white population in the 20s or the 1910s was 33%, 34% of the world, a third of the world, and now it's 7.5. Like, bro, it's fucking nuts. Even in America. Oh, well, it's 60-something%. Okay, well, did you know that Middle Easterners, North Africans, and Jews are all marked as white? And now that goes down from 63 to 53, or 50. So we're 50% of the country, right? Like, that's fucking crazy. And just as, like, Palestinians will speak for Palestine, just as Nigerians will speak for Nigeria, I'll speak for my people. As well as those two, because they're oppressed. Of course I'm going to speak for them. Of course we're wasting time in the Middle East for no fucking reason. You know? So I'll also speak for my people. I'm gonna get this to 30 minutes because the last video was 30 minutes and I really want to get to it. Get it to 30 minutes. It's just annoying. Like, every time I stream, dude, every time I fucking stream, my phone dies, something happens. Like, it's just like the audio is, no, not even my phone dying. The audio, every time I stream, the audio is so fucking shit. I went through all that hard work for like nothing. It's just so annoying. I'll leave that charging for a bit more. I'll unplug my phone so I can be free, you know. Oh. But yeah, you know, it's just like annoying. Yeah, and again, like to the boys in Ireland, good job. You know, keep doing what you're doing. Like, there is no other response besides for what they did. There's no other response. Lethal force back is the only way. That's it. And if you think otherwise, you might be someone in this thumbnail. Like, you know? I lied, dude. I'm like, oh, if we get to half an hour, I'm like annoyed right now. I've been streaming for almost an hour technically because I had like I just fucking, I'm so annoyed with that. Can't believe I did that. I streamed for half an hour. It was good too. I feel like this is like rushed and like unprofessional right now. Like, I'm like this, like, I don't know. But it's about the message, you know? Whites have babies. That's what you need to do. That's the only answer. Remigration is the only answer. Fortifying your everything, like your community, your family. That's the most important thing. Have at least 3 or 4 kids. All that stuff is like essential. Like this is like officially not panic mode, but emergency mode of how fast everything's going. Again, like I was saying, it's like you have people saying all those things. It's like, what did Sweden do? Who did Sweden attack for them to be? I'm pretty sure Ireland. Who did Ireland attack to be top 10? Um, like, Ireland is top 10 countries in Europe that have the most refugees. Actually, I think they're number 10. Who did they attack? And I've heard that argument before, like, oh well, the Europeans attack the other countries, so well now there actually is no correlation there, like very little, like 10% actually. If you look at the past 25 years, the the biggest by far countries that got attacked by European countries in the Middle East, North Africa, Africa in general, was Afghanistan, Syria, Iraq. And most of the immigrants, the illegals, or most of them in Europe, whatever, aren't even those things. They're not Pakistan. Wait, are those? They aren't even Afghanistan, uh, Iraq, Syria, right? It's like, when did Canada attack India for them to be fucking flooded? And by that logic, shouldn't Arab countries too? Arab countries may force the North Africans to become Muslim. What about them? North Africans are not Muslim. They are mixed, but they're so Arabized that they say that they're Arabs. Like Egypt is Coptic, mostly. But they say, oh yeah, I'm Arab. It's like, no, like, you are well, you're mixed. You're not fully Arab. But it's crazy. Like, like one group in the Middle East just like spread all like a quarter of a continent, and they just, oh yeah, like Moroccans are like, yeah, we're Arab. It's like, like you're mixed. Like you're not. Like you're really not. You are part. You can say you're half. You can say you're whatever. It depends on the individual, of course. It depends on what you are. But it's like, okay, so what the Arab? The biggest slave trade in history was South Korea. Well, what about them? Why aren't they getting penalized? Who abolished slavery? Who fought for slavery to end? The whites. But they're always getting a bullshit at them. You know? So, forward Europe, forward all the oppressed people in their native countries, because we always talk about people all over the world, we always talk about whatever. But what about the Europeans, the modern day ones that are not their ancestors? They're different people. What about them? Isn't that racist? Oh, well, just because you're white, your ancestors did this, and I shouldn't feel bad for you. It's like, wait, but you're literally, like, at least I'm individualistic. Like, I look at individuals and judge, and of course, if one group commits more crime than another group, of course I'm going to be more judgmental. Around sharks, aren't you still going to be afraid? Oh, but you've never seen that shark before. No, yeah, but you're still going to be afraid. Of course you're going to be afraid. It's a shark. Statistically, people who are around sharks, you know, they get hurt, they get bit. So you're going to be, like, you know, cautious around sharks because that's what they're known for doing. So it's like, it's just so stupid. Like, again, individual, like, that point of view, like, the individualistic point of view is very important. So, like, you have, like, the liberals who aren't, who don't even think like that. Like, the liberals, not to single, no, I'm not singling anyone out. Like, it's well known. Like, they say, Like, oh yeah, you're white. Like that's what they will unironically say that. Like, well, you're white. Like they literally hate us. They hate us. They hate us. They literally hate us. Give me a second. My apologies. Anyway, like I was saying, they literally fucking hate us. They hate us. They'll look at you and say, well, you're white, so you deserve to be taken over because your ancestors did it. And it's like, my ancestors were realistically probably peasants. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Same thing with the transatlantic slave trade, right? The Arab slave trade had 18 million people up to. The transatlantic had about 10 or 11 million, 12 million. So why do people look at whites and they're like, oh yeah, they're the slave owner? It's like there's always two sides of history. One side has, oh no, oh Columbus was such a nice and like no, that's not true. Like let's be honest. And the other side, oh well, just because oh you're white, so you can't. He didn't even discover anything. He wasn't anything. He was just an idiot. Like no, he wasn't a fuck. Obviously he wasn't an idiot. He discovered half the world, right? Or 40% of the world. Like, isn't it crazy? It's just like both sides are wrong. Same thing with Uncle H. I can't even call him uncle anymore, right? Because and this is a fact, he is affiliated with JES blah 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 blah, the JES crew, right? The Society of Blank. Those guys, who are above the Jays, the Brazilians, those people who are above them. He was literally affiliated with them. So you look at him, it's like, okay, you have one side. Oh, he killed 20 billion juice. He killed 20 billion juice. Oh, it was horrible. Right? So you have that side. Oh, he killed 6 billion, which is false. And then you have the other side, right? Which might be false because we know he was JSUIT affiliated, right? And it's just both sides. And it's just like, there's always multiple sides to this type of stuff, you know? And then you have the truth. You have one side to sway you one way, one side to sway you that way. And it's all for popular opinion, and it's all for power and control. And it's the higher you go, the more complex it gets. It's just like, bro, I used to think this was about money, and then I'm like, wait, they can print money, and then I was like, okay, well, it's about control, and I'm like, wait, I thought America was super strong, and the government was the top of the top, and then you see the juice, and it's like, okay, well, that's who it is. And then I thought that for a while, and then you see the JSESUITs, and you're like, okay. And then all above that is literally the biblical Satan. That's who was above them. That's who was above them. And it's like masterful. It's like ridiculously masterful how masterfully evil how all of this stuff plays out. And it's just like there's like a front group after front group, right? And it's funny because America is about to celebrate its 250th anniversary, and I'm reading a book called Rulers of Evil by Frederick Tupper Saucy. It was published in 1996, and there's a man named Lorenzo Ricci, and he was a modern day ROMAN, you know, and you see how they went on the Society of Blank went underground, and how they in 1773 they went underground and faked it. They faked it, and then you see how they pushed the American people to separate from Protestant Britain. Isn't it funny how on the $1 bills we have the on the $1 bills, right? We have on the right side the stars, and it creates the Judean Star of Saturn, right? On the left side, you have Latin, and that signifies the four-letter city that is in the Italian peninsula, right? And my theory, well, I'm not even gonna talk about that, right? That's like Avengers level threat. Let's talk about the street level stuff. To the boys in Ireland, I salute you from the United States. You guys are great. You guys did exactly what you needed to do, and I truly think that what I'm doing is a good thing, right? I don't want anyone to feel singled out there. Um, Again, I think I'm pretty worthy of this kind of thumbnail. I've debated dozens of Muslims, and I know so much about it. I'm not one of like the hillbillies or whatever that's just like, like, oh fuck it. Like I know the nuance, and I still choose to fully stand with the people of Europe and the people who look like me and talk like me and dress like me, and I want all those people to be good and safe and powerful in their countries, and to get all these fucking other people out. And because again, like, I know a couple like illegal, like, south of the border, like, people like Mexicans, and it's like, like my friend, like certain people I know, and like their family, and it's like, of course I don't want them to leave. Like, I care about them. And it's like, it's just like such a predicament. But again, like, I'm sorry. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I don't really know what that means. I don't know what those measures are. I don't know what we're gonna do. But remigration is the only fucking answer. And I want all of you guys out there to realize this. Even if you don't agree with videos like Gypsy Crusader, I still push them out because I still like and repost and all that good stuff because I want more people to be radicalized. Not even radical, just have like a normalization of pushing back against the bullshit. And I want people to have that, in the West. I want the white men, not boys, white boys, no, white men to stand up. We need to. Or our way of life, our people, our things that we love, our things that we've made, our ancestors' seed are literally us, right? And if you don't stand up for that, no one will. Trust me, none of these fucking people care. They don't care about us. They don't care about you or me or our ancestors or the culture. None of these fucking people care about any of that. They don't even care, They'll be here, they'll live off the fruits of your ancestors, all they want. They'll do this, they'll do that, and they don't even care, So, but I think one of the most important things is to stay positive and good and strong, And if there's anyone out there, who's like, oh, you're white and you're thinking, oh, should I have a kid? Please, if you have a lady at home, please fucking fuck her. Fuck her. We need kids. We need kids now. That's what we need. Above all else, we need more kids. 1.3, 1.4 in Europe? Are you fucking kidding me? 45 million Muslims come in and that's how you respond? We need more. I know it's hard because of inflation. It sucks. And I'm gonna try to go by what I'm saying here and all that stuff. It's I know it's easier said than done with inflation and all the bullshit and how like tailored against us this whole thing is. But hopefully I could be a beacon of light, and you know, and definitely have God because God will give you what you need to do. He is sovereign, and all you need to be is discerning of everything, because there's a lot of lies around. Like I said, I'd like to top this off with thank you to the boys in London, in Ireland. They responded probably one of the best, and we need more of that. All right. So take care of you guys, and